Alright, here we have our incredible one owner 1970 Chevy Impala. It's an all original top to bottom 100% survivor with just 64,000 original miles. Always been in Washington State, so it's completely rust free. All original lacquer paint job. It's got beautiful, just spotless original interior. Really clean engine bay, so we're going to get in here. This car is in just incredible condition. With just 64,000 miles, I mean, it has your typical, I mean, it's 46 years old, so you're going to have some wear in the paint, patina in the paint that you'd expect, and some little scratches and dings here and there, but stuff we'll get into and show. But this thing just shows that it's original miles, but I mean, all the rubbers are in just amazing condition. I mean, they're not dry rotted, there's no cracks, there's no flattening in the doors. Look at this nice condition here. You take it here, this isn't all cracked out. I mean, just phenomenal shape. The interior on this is absolutely as close to perfect as you can get. This car comes with all its original manuals, sales brochure, the original keys, original Chevrolet gold keychains that we'll show, and those will be in the pictures, and I'll do those in the I'll show those in the driving video too. But all the trim and the interior, all the plastics that are supposed to be glossy, the wood and the chrome are still nice and shiny. I mean, the dash is as it was new. I mean, it is just flawless condition. You look at the e-brake and the brake pedal and gas pedal wear is little to none, you know, showing the miles and care this thing's had. You know, it's the original title. It is just an unbelievable condition. This is one of the nicest original survivors I've ever seen, but it's definitely the nicest that we've owned. Show you the door panel, all the nice, I mean, look how shiny that still is. We have this piece, the owner gave it to us. The only marks is the plastic on both sides of the armrest is a little bit, color's a little bit different, or it's kind of delaminating a little bit, but the vinyl's in nice shape. There is a little bit of area where the material pulled away from the bead, but that's an easy fix. Other than that, I mean, it's just absolutely flawless. I mean, the back seat is in show condition. I mean, non-smoker, and look how clean that is in there. No odors. Headliner's perfect. No holes, no sagging. Sun visors again. I mean, it's not missing the dome light cover. Even the back panel for the speakers isn't faded or damaged. Got your original decals. I mean, the paint's shiny even in the door jambs, you know, in the hinge area. The door is absolutely just shut like a vault. I mean, just perfect. It's a great color combo, this metallic gold, and then the gold interior. But again, you look at these rubbers. I mean, this is, you know, for 46 years old, I'd expect them to be cracked out even with the low miles. But you look at the felt, look at the material on there is just unreal. Shiny hinges again. The interior, the carpet is a little bit sun-dyed, but it's still the nice, tightly woven pattern. I mean, look at that right there. The vinyl separator is just phenomenal shape. Again, the trim on the dash, excellent condition. Perfect seat. Rear seat and the trim. All the windows roll up and down flawlessly, nice and smooth, locked properly. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and show you under the hood, because it is, I mean, you got some color missing off of the, you know, some paint missing off of the motor, but it is crazy clean underneath here. I mean, you look along here, it's got the patina and the age, of course. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you want to see, because it shows the honesty of this. I mean, it's never been messed with. I mean, look how clean this motor is. I mean, it's got some dirt and grime, but for 46 years old, it just has that killer patina look to it. I mean, the decal, perfect shape. I mean, all the factory bolts been messed with. There's no cracks in the overflow canister. You know, no spray paint, no overspray. Original decal again. It's just really clean and honest and tidy. It just kind of goes with the rest of the condition of the car. Got lots of pictures, so hopefully you guys are able to check all those out. So okay, we'll get into the paint and body. I mean, you can see the chrome trim is really nice and not foggy. Nice and deep reflection. It's got a little ding in the bumper here. Got a little ding in the trim here. You know, on the front fascia of the hood, and then on the high hood, right, the ridge line here, you got that patina and that little wear. And you're gonna have little chips and stuff like this on the body. It's got nice shine to it. You know, lacquer definitely has a different look to it than these modern clear coats. But and this is the way you know, Survivor cars are my favorites. There's a little scuff in the paint there. Looks like maybe some tree sap or something fell on there. And there's a couple of little areas. You can see those little spots where I think at one point, you know, it's all smooth and shiny now, but at one point I think there was some tree sap on here. And there's these weird little areas that have in the pictures, and they're really hard to see on the roof. But where the color is a little bit different on the roof, and I think it's from he probably used a chemical to try to get off some of this tree sap, and then realized it was kind of changing the color of the paint. You can see it right there. And there's a couple of areas on the roof, kind of little boxed in areas, but so hopefully over time they'll kind of fade out and be the same. But you know, you got your little chips. Got a little chip there. You know, you got a little scuff in the paint. You know, you're gonna find this stuff like this. You know, this is kind of that Survivor look. Little bump in the trim. I mean, but this is just stuff that I love to see. That there's a lot of original cars out there that have had paint work done, but I just love to see that originality. Not sure if I mentioned this or not, but there's a little ding in the paint in the panel right here. The rear bumper is the chrome is faded and scuffed up a little bit. Again, it's got this chip, but I mean, it's amazing. The original owner kept this piece and gave it. We have it with all the original brochures and everything. You know, it's got the original dealer promo model. It's pretty cool stuff that comes with this. I mean, 46 years to see that stuff stay with this car that long. It's just hard to find nowadays. Got a little scuff in the paint. You know, some scuffing. Got a little chip there. Stuff here. They're radial tires, you know, but they are older, so they probably could use replacing. You know, they ride nice, but a couple little scuffs there throughout the paint. This has a lot less wear than you'd expect on a car 46 years old. You know, it was optioned without the passenger side mirror. It's kind of crazy that that is an option, but especially in a car this size, just nice. I mean, you can see how nice and shiny that paint is. There's a scuff in the fender there, and it looks like someone touched it up. Again, there's a spot there, and then a spot there. I'll take you around to the trunk. And it's gonna be sad to see this one go. I just love original Survivors, and this car is just incredible from top to bottom. See if you can see that. It's tough to see that part, but there's just these little boxed-in areas. They're just a little bit lighter. It's kind of like if you were to take a cloth and wipe it on there. The paint just looks slightly different, but I mean, it's so hard to see, it doesn't even really show up. Got the original trunk mat. It's got an old toolkit, the original spare, the original jack. You know, no rust. Original decal. Got your little bit of surface rust underneath here. You know, but that stuff just comes right up. You know, you got the original paint. Sorry, it's getting a little bit dark, but again, you look at the rubbers. I mean, it's not flattened out. It's just unreal. I mean, even the trunk rubber is in nice shape. You know, to be perfect. You know, you could replace that. It's pretty cheap, just to make sure you keep all water out. But this has been garage all its life, and this trunk just shuts. Just really nice. It's latched just like that. And door gaps. I mean, these doors, I just love the sound of them. I mean, when you pop them open, it sounds like a nice, you know, high quality suitcase unclicking. So alright, this is going to be going at no reserve, and it's probably only one of its kind out there, so good luck, and it's going to be missed.